I welcome you all back to the land of the outside. It's lovely and warm today. I actually haven't been out today. I've been doing paperwork for the holiday let in Sykes, which is just so much fun. So much what I want to be doing with the rest of my life, and ironically that is exactly what I've signed up for. Paperwork. Joy. Anyway, my uncle finally has his digger. He's very excited about that fact. Someone has let the chickens out. Oh gosh, they're responding to my voice. Look at this. Look at the happy array of chickens. They haven't been out for 3 days. Bless the little socks. That's because my mum did the weed killer. Yes, so I can show you the wall. I mean, the glorious, glorious wall. This has all been... Is digged a word? Digged. It's been flattened by a digger, is the point. So he's gone over all this. He has to dig a channel in at some point. Yeah, and there's some cables at the front, which is the main hardwire cables for the electrics, which needs to be dug in. Celtic Energy is supposed to be doing that, but my uncle's umming and ahhing over doing it himself, because it's been 4 weeks and they're not here. So, you know, they literally haven't been here for a month. There's no real excuse for that. So if they're going to abandon us, we're just going to do it back ourselves. So yeah, we're at that point. So I want to show you the decking that my uncle has built. He's done this way too early because we have to get a boat ton of soil and all these lovely plants behind there. Somehow. So my mum's ordering the soil tomorrow, and we're going plant shopping tomorrow. We need more hydrangeas, basically. So we have... Are you a hydrangea? Are you a hydrangea? You might be a hydrangea. I think there's 3 hydrangeas here. This is the only one that's doing really well at the moment. That's really happy. This poor pink one is like only just recovering. Hello Coco, why are you following me? We've had all the photos taken today of the holiday let, so they'll be up on the website soon enough. This is kind of like the decking area. This is the table. It does need another paint job. As you can see, this is flickering off, so but it needs a different kind of paint than the one we used. So got a little bit of work to do in that regard, but not too much, not too bad. This umbrella isn't actually staying here because this is ours. We'll get a proper table umbrella that will go in the centre. And I keep having to remind my uncle to actually put this thing down. But he has screwed it down, to be fair to him, so it's not going anywhere, at least. This is the back at the moment, so this is what we have to do. So we're getting some soil. That'll all be covered over in soil. Well, it'll be covered in this black matting first. And then my mum's going to take like part of the black matting, dig some holes into the matting, and then wherever we have a hole, we will have a hydrangea or a rose or some form of trailing plant, which will basically just fill this area into loveliness. Then we are having a discussion about a wisteria, which we think we'll plant against the wall here. But wisterias, I just watched a housing programme on wisterias, and apparently they're weeds. So the rooting system can apparently, like, it could basically go 3 houses over and like sprout up under the land if we're not careful. So yeah, we're gonna have to like contain it, or at least like control where the roots are going. Now I don't think it'll be an issue. It can't grow through this stuff, so we're kind of going to put it on top, and then that should force the roots to go down towards the water line anyway. So even if the wisteria, I don't know, pops up somewhere else, it'll be down there by the actual river and not up here near the house or any of the buildings, is the plan. Wow, Coco. I know, it's different, isn't it? Don't jump down there, love. Please don't, because I'll have to go collect you. Yeah, anyway. So, God, if they've actually let the chickens out, I need to go put them away. That's kind of annoying. I like being consulted about stuff like this. But never mind. Anyway, so this is what my mum and my uncle have been doing. My uncle's just started the digging of the... I don't know what you call that, really. He's scraping all the soil back against the wall. He wanted to put the level down back to the level of the bridge, but apparently there's concrete underneath that rubble. So, but not like solid concrete for like a sloping bank, but like slabs of concrete. I really hate how parts of this house have been built, because there's obviously like, there's no care that's gone into any of it. So yeah, it's, you know, what do you do? Do you dig up the big slabs of concrete, or do you just fill them in, or what? So, you know, we'll see when we get to that point. That's a point. Yeah, but because we're aiming for September 1st to actually, you know, get the holiday let up and running, which is next week. Fuck my life, that's next week. We have to get the planting scheme basically in as soon as possible. So we're looking at least 50 tonnes of soil here. And then my uncle has to work out what he's doing for the pipes and all that, you know, all that good stuff. Oh, basically I just don't want to be involved in any of that. He's going to use all these sticks, as I said, to follow this out. I think he's going to fill this bit in as well, but I really hope he doesn't, because me and my mum have to get over this and we have to do the planting scheme. So I'm like, I'm now fighting against my uncle's schedule, because he shouldn't have built the decking first. Me and mum should have done the plants first. But he borrowed my mother to do the decking for the pictures. So I'm just like, God, we are doing everything in the wrong order. Eventually some steps are going to be built down there, and I'm like, well, yes, that's nice, but you can't build the steps, you know, and do the rest of this work and dig up the land in a week. There is no way. Like, you are one person, you are one man with two very, very crazy women following after you and a chicken. You know, we're not that good for this much. Anyway, shit's happening. It's complicated. It'll be interesting when it's done, is the point. Can't exactly show you the paperwork I've been doing. That's much less interesting. But it had to be done. It's not finished yet either. I've still got things to do. What are you eating? Cat sick. Oh, that's literally the worst thing I've ever seen, Coco. Literally the worst thing. I didn't need to see that in my life. Come on, you silly chicken. Oh, yeah, I know. Let's take the chicken back home. Does home feel like a good idea? I think home's a good idea, chicken. Because there's a lot of better things you could be eating. So, how do I do this? How do I do this one-handed? I pop you on there. Yep. And then you decide where you're going, Cokes. Preferably that way. That way. Other way. Other way. Oh, we painted the wall white. I don't know if I showed you guys that. Go on, Cokes. Go on. You can't really train chickens. I love that we keep trying. But, yeah, you can't really train that bird. Or any of these birds. They respond to my voice, and that's about it. And that's because I think I'm going to feed them every time I yell at them. Yeah, you went the wrong way. Whatever. Anyway, I see I'm talking and I'm just attracting the other two. Oh yes, this has also changed a little bit. We've actually put some trees in. That is a peach. I think that's a peach. I think that's a plum. Can't remember what that tree is, but it's not in yet. And that's the other peach over there. So the other peach is actually going where that one is. And where that plastic unit is down there, that was a pipe. So, funny story. We were digging that hole to put one of the trees in, and it had some slate under it. So my mum goes, "Oh, what's that slate doing there?" And we lifted it up and got rid of it. As we do. Nice giant bit of slate. Oh yeah, we'll use that elsewhere. And then she found lots of little bits of slate underneath. She's like, right, I can't dig this. So she got the pickaxe out. And she's pickaxing away, you know, at this slate. It's coming out nice and easy. And then all of a sudden she goes, "Rox, I've put a hole in a pipe." Because you see, underneath that lovely bit of plastic is the main pipe for the sewage tank. That was in Joy's. She'd not just put one hole in it, she'd put 4 holes in it. She'd demolished it. So my uncle came back from from his holiday, and he was like, "What have you done? What have you done?" So he had to fix that, and he so enjoyed fixing it for us. So yeah, we've been banned from planting any other trees now. But we need to plant them, it needs to be done. But still, it was a bit of an oops moment. You know, just a little bit of an oops. So we've learnt the lesson. There is no more pickaxing allowed anywhere in this garden. Isn't that right, Kitty? Isn't that right? Yes. I've just fed him. He's just enjoyed his dinner. And the chickens are there. I don't want to put them away. I'm going to have to though. But I'll probably do it later. What I've learned is that if it gets dark, the chickens will actually go inside on their own. Big fat fluffy still get a bit lost, but the problem children, as I call them, they go back inside. So it's not the end of the world if they stay out. Just a little bit annoying. But worst case scenario, I can literally leave it and my uncle can do it. I have to kick the door to close it, and these just moved. Scary. Anyway, that's the accomplishment. Winning.